basic code of HTML. Or if you want to give a picture, if you want to give a button, if you want to give some responses to your page, you can add it through syntaxes. The best error which we could get and which we could resolve easily is the syntax error in the whole world. So when checking with this page, we can have a code called as learn HTML, which is this website is entirely free and you can have all the basic syntaxes over here. So at the left pane, you could see like introduction, home, basics, elements. So we'll have a basic template which is going to be with us. So this is a basic template which we could have. So exclude this doc type.html. You can have simply HTML and body and title. So why HTML is preferred to be a basic language for web designing or website designing? To have a website, we should have a structure at the background where the structure includes HTML, which is the code name, and body. The body here means the body of the whole web page, and we can have title, we can have paragraphs, we can have breaks, we can have lines, we can have pictures, we can have videos, we can have hyperlinks, and we can have words. So when you type body and type whatever you want, the same thing will be reflected on the page. And if you type title, and it will be as a title on the page, and you can have the title even on the web page which you want. For example, if you're that in a web page, you could see some various directories like www dot whatever dot com slash home, whatever dot com slash index, whatever dot com slash files, whatever dot com slash feedbacks, etc. So if you would like to have a comparison, I'll just show you tomorrow, because I'm trying to create a basic web page for you all to explore yourselves. So if possible, tomorrow we'll have a live session at uh, as early as possible, which could be quite easy for you to learn things. So when we try to have our basics will have several topics such as syntax, which is the basic code which is to be followed while typing your codes. For example, this is a syntax which you see on the screen, which has HTML in the open and close tags, body in the open and close tags, and you have H1, which is heading number one. My first heading will be the heading number one, and P is the paragraph, which is my first paragraph. P is the letter which you use for paragraph. H1 is the heading. H1 is the code which you use for creating a heading. This is the and the one refers to the first heading. If you type H1 and close H1, it'll be my first heading. And if you type P and slash P, it will be your first paragraph. And here paragraphs will not have numbers, and you cannot give numbers for paragraphs because paragraphs will be split when you set up the WP at the top at the end of the code. And why we have to type slash body and slash HTML? In HTML codes, the slash represents the end. Okay, so I'm trying to switch over to my computer so that I can show you some of the codes which you asked. This is my official laptop. I cannot have anything run on this. Sorry for that. So have you all navigated to the W3 schools page? Any responses?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So W3 school will lead you to the various syntaxes. These are the basic syntax for creating all the things. Okay. So you'll have elements, you'll have attributes, you'll have headings, you'll have paragraphs, styles, formats, quotations, comments, colors, and you'll have CSS at last. So these are the basic things which are going to be taught by me, or which are going to be instructed to you to help you. Okay. So let me go ahead and take a few minutes, few seconds, so that I can host another page which will be easy for you to view from your end. Okay, admin Arvind, can I have another entry from a different computer? Please don't log out this. I'll check to log in from my computer right now to give natural codes or the basic codes for live examples. Okay, I think I have logged in. Thank you so much, Arvind. So I'll try to present from a different screen. Please hold on. Okay, is my screen visible, guys? Is my another screen visible?
Yes, visible, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, you could see my another screen which has a different computer, and we'll try with the W3 schools here, and we'll try to execute the page. So the main advantage of another HTML codes are you don't need any softwares to code for HTML, which could be a surprise for you. But the reality is you don't need any softwares or any tools to run your HTML page or your typing your HTML codes, because HTML can be typed all over in a notepad, but the format varies. When you save your notepad file, it should be on a .html extension. I'll show you how. So the same page will have basics, and we'll navigate to the code here. So it was HTML body slash HTML slash HTML. Okay, we'll just copy this and we'll try to run this code. So this is what you should follow when you're trying to type or when you code for yourself on HTML. Please do follow the instructions so that will be easy for you to do. So you'll have the text document on notepad, and we'll save this. I hope so you are able to see my screen visibly. Are the letters visible correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. So this is a code which is going to be saved in your system right now, and we'll try to save this. This is what you should do whenever you try to save HTML file. So there will be example.html. Okay, and the page is saved. Just try to save in the desktop. No need to save in a desktop or any specific situations. You can choose it as what you want. And desktop. Okay, it's under .html page. There is an error in my system too. Just save it in downloads. Excellent. So we'll go to downloads and check for our file. Yeah, we got it. So when you save it in HTML, it will be in a different format, and you can check with the symbols too. Do you see the Chrome symbol? And when you run your HTML file, it should be run in a different software. So it can be run in Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. I hope so you are able to read the page now. Are you able to see the page, new HTML page, example.html?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
I can see.
So the
Yes,
lines
sir.
which are here will be represented in the web page. So you see the new heading, which is the my first heading. Do you see that? And we'll check what will happen if we save it twice. Okay, and the file is saved. And when you retype it, did anyone notice the change?
Yes.
Okay, there is a H1 where we should give a closure. And this is why we say it's quite easy to make a HTML code. So you see the spaces between my first heading and another my first heading, right? So these are the spaces which is naturally included by the notepad which we use. And if you type b break, okay, br is the denote for break. Okay, save. Do you see that? What was the change which you noticed right now when including a break?
We have a bar.
You'll have a break in between two headings. That's what we did now. There was a break which was included between two headings and which reflected in the screen the space in between. And you can check it back right now, and when you save it back and refresh your screen, you could see that back. Okay, and let's go and include a button. Okay, did you see that? And we'll check whether this works. So, anyone notice any change on the screen?
Yeah.
There is a button which is called as kill him, and that is unresponsive. So to make it responsive, we can change the code. Okay, so the kill him will work in some time, in a small span, sort of short span of time. And when you click on kill him, there will be another page which will be diverted, and we can just code it in the basic HTML where you could have seen some web pages. So click here, and if you click there, it will be navigated to some other web page, and the same thing can be used in the kill him button. Okay, so what will happen if we give a break for buttons and keep on going? We'll just check it out. Break. So there is someone on unmute. Can you please mute yourself? Thank you so much. So what will happen if we break the buttons? Do you see another kill him over there? Okay, why to kill him again and again? Okay, there's a kill him or kill her. There are two options, and these are the basic specifications of a basic HTML code. And these gaps and these line gaps and alignments can also be verified using the HTML basic codes. And you can make responsive web pages and responsive pages and responsive blogs with the help of HTML too. And this HTML and how it will be hosted, that's a different topic, and we can host it in our own systems by using third-party softwares. Okay. Any other doubts till what we have learned? You can unmute and talk, no problem. Any other doubts or clarifications which is to be clarified? Thank you so much. I think so. There is no doubts which has to be clarified. Okay, so let's go for elements. So as I've already told, you could see H, P, and BR, which is a break. So what is the use of break we have seen in the previous example, and what is the use of paragraph, and what is the use of heading also we have seen in the previous example. Okay, and the most interesting part, which is images. So this is the basic syntax for including an image. I hope you note that, and you can have the alignments too. So here there's a pic which is called a pictruly.jpg, and how to insert our own picture inside a HTML page. This can be done by using your location source. So we'll have pictures, sample pictures. Here, have a jellyfish. So this class will be totally about practical examples, not about a theory class. I hope you get my point. So please do have some questions so that we'll just clarify. So this is a syntax for saving your image inside your HTML page. Then this is under the paragraph. So your paragraph will have the picture under it. I hope so this works. So kill him doesn't work. We'll try it next time. Where have you pasted the button? Oh, so one kill him got the button. We'll just close this. Just what if I made a mistake? And we'll check it right now. And there should be a break. Okay. Anyone got the response? Anyone knows what we did and how this response was enabled on the screen? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Okay. So here we gave the syntax for including an image, which is open and close target image src. So source src means source. So image source is equal to, we gave the syntax for the image source on double quotes, which is the location of the file, and the same we should be done on the system or the web page which you are going to be hosted. If the web page is going to be hosted from a computer, the computers where the image has stored, the location should be pasted here on the image source. And if you do it in an online hosting service or web hosting service, you will have the web hosting service address at the top of your address bar. Do you see that? The same will be displayed over there, and that can be pasted inside the image source after you copy the image to the source destination, which is the server which is hosted online, like Google Drive or Google Cloud. For example, when you use Google Cloud, the Google Cloud will have the source and destination files inside itself, where you can code inside the Google Cloud like we code right here. And after including the break inside the source code, you'll have the kill button at the bottom. Okay. and what to do for increasing the size of the image. Okay, so image source is present here, and we can format the image by using the code which is given here. Okay, do you see that? The alternate is an attribute which is given for the image file. So we can have an attribute which could be given for your image file to have it, to give it an easy access. That's it. So anyone wants a specific type. So this is where you can adjust the size of the image which you use, which is style. And an important thing which is to be noticed here is the braces. So after including that, we can close out the page, or we can close out the whole image section, and where the image section is finished. Okay. So after including the image, and the size is 500 pixels to 600 pixels. So what will happen here? Any idea, anyone? What's going to happen inside the web page? Anyone has any idea?
No, sir.
This is what happens. So we have adjusted the image size, which is 500 into 600 pixels. 500 belongs to the width, and the 600 belongs to the length. And when you code width and length, or breadth and length is the syntax. So 500 will be the breadth and 600 will be the length. And we can adjust the image size or the image format by using these attributes, which is 500 and 600. So we can make it a square, we can make it a rectangle, or we can make it into a simple dash or anything else. And if you change to 5 pixels, what's going to happen to your page? Do you see that? Sorry, 500. 5000 will be out of the page, and there'll be a syntax error. Okay, guys, any other specific term to be noticed here, or anyone wants a specific topic to be noticed here? Anyone? You can have the topics as much as time you want. I can tell it as much as you want. Okay. Anyone wants to have any specific lines or specific doubts which you have with the topics till now discussed, which is discussed till now?
Um,
Okay. Okay.
sir,
Yes.
I have a doubt.
Yes.
We save in our system.
Okay.
If we paste it in another, the code will exist or not.
Yes,
Code
I
will
got your
check.
question. So we'll
Mm.
try to change our page right now. So it's saved in downloads, right? So in downloads, we'll have a specific folder. The folder will be web class or web. So we'll have the folder web, and we'll have the example inside this. Let's check what's going to happen for this question. Okay. The example.com, do you see the page? Your file could not be accessed. And when it is on a server, it will be like your site is unreachable or couldn't reach the site. So what we made here is we changed the source file, and how it will be reflected on your screen is we give a name called as web, right? Web.
Mm. Yes.
Do you see that? So this is what will happen when you change the website or you change the source code. So the source code, when transferred from one place to another, there should be a minor changes which are to be placed inside the source code. Or otherwise, when you save it here and you change it into web, and this is an example inside that. So this is a place which is called downloads, right? And for your websites, you'll have a page called as you'll have a folder called as http. When you're trying to host your page, there will be a basic folder which is called as http inside your documents. In a server system or a file where you want to save your etc etc for giving it inside your web page, you should have a database, and that database should be coded inside your code, no other go. Because when you open it from here, and when there is a typical type of web page you want to host, and that web page should be having a specific database. And this is what our database is right now, where we could see this is a database for the picture, you see that. And when you change anything from here, when you change it to sample picture, when you remove s, what's going to happen? I think so this will give you a better picture. I think that's a strong code. Have it outside. And then when we change this fish, oh my god, that was a strong code, I think so. Check it right now. Okay, let's close this and open it right back. Oh, this is a different code, right? Let's open it from here. Open with back. Okay, keep it right here and try to open it right now. Yeah, did you notice that? The image file. And why was the image file not being deleted previously? Because there will be a cache which will be stored on your system. And when you reopen the page, the image will crash when there is a change in the file system. And the same will happen when you change the file system from one place to another, when you have your database coded in a different computer. Okay, any other doubts? I think so. Sorry, I have not noted the name of the person who asked me the doubt. I hope so you're clear. Was that clear?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, I hope so. You have a good catch file. Am I correct, everyone? So, any other topics to be discussed? Do you want anything to be coded on live, guys? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you
yes.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, that was a good response. And any other questions till now? So we have checked with all the things, and let's go for the topic called as title. So what will happen when we include a title? So please note down, this is the basic structure of a web page, and we'll have a title. Right, include places. Hello world. So what will happen if we add a title? Anyone able to see the whole page? Do you see on the top? Don't see inside the page, please see outside the page. Anyone is able to see the title which we typed, hello world, somewhere?
Yes,
No?
yes.
Yes? On the?
Yes.
May I know where
Yes,
it
sir.
is? Where is the hello world?
On the tab, sir.
On the tab, yes. This is going to be the title of your web page. You could wonder because when you see a web page, the whole web page is displayed inside the main view here, right? But there'll be a specific name on the top, like Facebook, like YouTube. So we are going to run YouTube right now with this hello world. Duplicate YouTube, YouTube. Okay, let's see whether YouTube comes with us. Yes, we have a YouTube, and there's a small globe symbol, right? That can also be changed with the help of title image. But let's not do it now because I don't have a specific image which is designed for that YouTube, our fake YouTube. So sorry. And please note down the basic web page details like so if there is going to be syntax for a basic web page, this is it. So it will be HTML close. There is an attribute which is given here, like when this P and dash P are omitted, you will have a different sign. What's going to happen now? It's not. Did someone notice that? Yes. Can I have a response, please? Someone notice what happened when I added an attribute inside?
The para is in there.
Yes, excellent. So when you add an attribute inside that, you will have the change in the web
Another
page.
layer.
Yes, another layer will be added. Excellent. So we have a my paragraph at first and kill him, hi everyone, loved world, everything at the back. So how there will be a division inside the web page and where? So to specify them, you need to have another p here. That's it. Okay. And here there will be a slash p. When you do that, you'll have a different change. Do you see that? My first paragraph, kill him, hi everyone, love world. Okay. So for every time you should have a paragraph end and a paragraph close if you want a paragraph. And for your better understanding, let me type something else here. Okay, this is going to be a paragraph now and rather this too. Okay, let's save this and check with how it works. Do you see that? So every time you make inside a change inside the paragraph, you'll have it reflected it on the screen, and that's why we close out the paragraph. And if we again edit that paragraph, there will be a major change inside your web page where within a small refresh. Okay, Okay, guys, let's see how we could add a file inside this. Let us see that. Okay, these cats. Open it up again. Yes, good. And we have a button here, right? And these buttons can have images too. For example, we can have the same image, imgsrc. Okay, control C. Let's check him. We close this. Okay, let's see what happens to this guy now. Someone saw that? May you know what is the change which has happened here? Did someone see that? What's the change inside? And we'll have this too. Guys, can I have a reply from you? Anyone? Does someone see any notable changes inside the web page? Yes, someone? Any notable changes inside the web page?
Is it the same pic there twice?
Yes, they are twice, but the second pick has a difference. Anyone? You have
Sir, it
noticed
is
it
a
a good
button,
manner,
sir.
but
I
yes, the
think it is a
image
button.
become as a button. So this is how your some of the web pages will have. Example, YouTube will have images as buttons, right? Images with some letters as buttons. Am I correct? And we'll have the same thing over here. And this is the button, and we'll have kill him here. We'll have a break, like break. So we'll have a break, and there'll be a kill him inside. Okay, do you see that? Does this look like a YouTube image, like a video image? See that?
Yes, sir.
A picture will have a kill him inside. Can is it visible to everyone? Like, is that visible? Yes. Is that visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Like a YouTube icon? Yes. This is how we can have it inside, and you can have some hyperlinks, or you can have some links which could link to another page, which we'll discuss later. So this is where we'll have the set of locations when you have this image in this button. So we have specified a button, and we can specify the use of a button, and we can specify the letters inside the button and pictures inside the button using this source code. So please take a note of this source code. This is a typical syntax which cannot be found in W3 schools. So this is a button syntax, and which ends with a slash button, like um as the slash button, man. This is the slash button. Until here, this is a syntax for having a button with an image and a letter. Please note it down, or copy it down, or take a screenshot. Do whatever you want, but please do have this saved somewhere else, in your computer or in your phone. Okay, now we'll see about the structure of the web page and how to define the structure. So this is how your web page will be aligned when you type a code manually, or which is about a basic code which you type inside HTML page. And I said HTML is quite simple, but why? This is because of this usable syntaxes. So every syntax here can be determined when you know what is the meaning of the syntax and how is it to be specified. So to go in advance, we can have tables and paragraph with tables, like headings with tables, and this those headings can be centralized, or it can be aligned left, aligned right. Okay, so this is a paragraph which is aligned in between. So let's check whether it gets aligned inside. So when you host a paragraph that is which is included in open close p, and there we should have an align ign, align left, align left, which could be like this, align equal to, where you try to refresh the page. Oh my god, disappeared. Oh, this should be in the last, right? So again, there is a catch, I think so. Oh my god, I have given it align left, right. There should be a right over here. It's already in left. Okay, the change doesn't happen, so there's a problem with the catch. So no issues. So this is the syntax which you should use for aligning the first paragraph. This is the first paragraph, right? So to align it is in right or a left, you can have it over here. Have I given it in the heading paragraph? Okay, no changes are happening, so no issues. Okay, any other questions, or do you want any specific tasks to be performed with basic HTML? Is this enough for the basics, or anyone wants a specific task to be done for the basics right now? I'm in the process of creating a web page, but tomorrow it will be done completely, and I'll show you the page, the basic page, or what can we do in the basic page. What are the magic which can be done in basic page? Anyone wants to have a specific topic, like including a video or including something else? Guys, hello. Okay, right. We'll go with what is a database. So database. So how will a database help our codes to work? Anyone? How will a database help our codes to run? So this is a sample database which we have created right here. This has an example outside and an example inside, where this example can be navigated to this example when we click on a page, right? We had a button inside our page which could have the function of, when you click on this button you can go out navigate to this page too. So that will be like a source movement. Please note down that's like a source movement. We'll have a source to source page or source to source link within a button or a hyperlink or a highlighted button which could help us to navigate to a different page which is coded at the back of the database. When you say it's a database, it have collection of data which are to be used for the system or the website to function in a systematic manner. So database is the collection of data which is used. We are talking it in a kind of web page. In a web page, a database is the collection of data which is used to navigate from one point to another point using a button or a hyperlink or a highlighted text. Okay, let me try to run a web page, basic web page. I think so. I'll have a basic web page. So anyone knows college called as St. Joseph's? Anyone? Anyone knows about the JP institution, St. Joseph's?
No, no.
Okay. So we'll have St. Joseph's website, which was designed by me. So it will help us to explain various topics and projects, right? Okay, let's run this. Okay, everyone, do you see the web page?
Yes, sir.
Was that a yes, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a web page which holds different kinds of attributes inside that. So I'll navigate you through that. So how to navigate through web pages? So that's my HTML code which is at the back of the web page. I think so everyone is able to see that. Okay. So here, what will happen? So here we have title, which is activities, which is reflected on the screen over there. Okay. And we have link, which is with head reference. Link href is the title link for doing that. So how href helps us? Href helps us to navigate through various hyperlinks. So as already explained, href is a script which runs at the back to enable a hyperlink. Okay. So what will happen if we have the hyperlink? What is a hyperlink first? Hyperlink is a destination to a file or a folder or another web page using a highlighted image, script, or a text, which is called as a hyperlink. So what does hyperlinks do? Hyperlinks connect pages to pages, buttons to images, buttons to videos, buttons to any file formatted. Okay, under href. So what will be next? What are called as attributes? Attributes. So we have an image or we have a thumbnail which should be pasted in a fit inside a web page. So we'll have this web page. So do you see that? Inspect element. Okay. When you try to inspect the element, you can see various changes at the back. Okay. Now I think you are able to see that. Okay. Let's just have a check here. This is a body scanning. Okay. So there is an image which is in the form of a thumbnail inside this web page, which is coded inside the page. So we'll have this page inside activities button. We'll check for the activities. So where do you see activities here? Here, notepad. So open him again. Notepad. My God, that has a different page. So we have open rules, right? So let's go for the notepad again. This was done in the middle of a night, and that's why this has this much of. Yes, I hope so. You are able to see the code here. Is it visible properly? So, and we have font details here. There is a CSS page and a JSS page which is coded at the background. So for the alignment, I use H4 and H5. These are being coded at the back of the web page. So there'll be multiple lines. Please do ignore that. So this is not working properly. So let me try to use. Sorry for the delay. So we'll have Sublime because my notepad is not recognizing my code because I just did it in Sublime. Okay, it takes some time to download. Until then, we'll have the source codes at the back. So when you check for multiple codes which are present in this page right now, so this is what I say the background script which is loaded for the buttons, and you'll see the button with the width 150 px and the padding 10 px and the background color, and ff8c00 is the code which is used at the backend process for the css and jss. Please do ignore that. This does not come under your basic codes. Okay. Oh my god, I'm proud of myself coded this much. Yes, do you see that paragraph align justify? Anyone see that paragraph align justify here? I'll just take it off. Okay, so this is where we bring it into the live action. See here. So here is the activities, and here are some of the text. So here is the industrial visit. So this has a different attribute and this has a different attribute, and that's why we use attributes inside the web pages which we code. The attributes decides the size, location, and the type of fonts and the type of alignment which we use inside our web page, which is the use of the attributes. Anyone with any doubts on attributes? So what are the different types of attributes? We'll have lines, paragraphs, breaks, hrefs or highlighted references. For table, we'll have table and table end. And paragraph, we'll have paragraph and paragraph end with a slash p. Okay. Few things to remember. That's all for today right now. But few things to remember. These are the basic attributes which are to be remembered as I have listed. So how will it help us in designing a web page? As we have discussed later. Where is my web page? So we'll have this web page. Okay. So this is a web page we have, which we have designed earlier today. So we'll have different types of attributes here, which is title, body, HP, breaks, and image source. Okay. So when you want to create a web page, these are the basic codes which you use to create a normal web page, which is an input and output web page, and we had buttons inside that, so it will become responsive. So I'll just tell you tomorrow on how to code to the buttons and how to code to the images. And you, when you click on images, you can go to links too. I'll check it out that too for you tomorrow. So that's all from today. Any doubts or any clarifications from you guys? Anyone? We can have a doubt session for the last half an hour. That's why this last half an hour is dedicated. Any doubts for anyone? Or do you want any specific tasks to be done, which is to be coded and given you on live today? Anyone? Guys?
No, no.
Okay. So, anyone wants a clarification for any of the topics? So, you told this, but I was unable to understand. Sorry, I couldn't get your words. You are not audible for me. Your speech was not clear for me in this. Anyone like that? You can
Sir,
blame
this
on me. Don't
website,
blame on you. Yes,
hello.
yes, yes. Go ahead.
How to upload, sir, online?
So how to upload online? That does not come under
Uh,
basics, sir. Actually, so to upload online, we'll have multiple sites like GoDaddy, Hostinger, and many of the sites. So I'll show you a site for you. So please be patient. I'll show you a site which is like actually I had a site which can be used for hosting. OST. Okay. So this is a site where you'll be able to host web pages like what to say, for basic web pages, input and output web pages, like which are about 100 to 200 MB of size, and you'll have multiple plans. So yes, hosting also shows up here. So let's get started. So this will be started for you tomorrow. So I'll tell you how to host your free web page, but you cannot have a, what to say, your own domain. It'll show its own domain. You can use that link to access your web page. So if you want to make your product interesting, or if you want to make your 2 days of learning interesting, you can try to host a web page. Tomorrow you can have your picture inside that, and you can have some letters running inside that. I'll be very happy if you do some homeworks like this. I don't give you homeworks. You can practice it yourself in home and you can show it to me. No problem. So as far as discussed today, this is the way how you have to host your web page. So nothing like very big. If you click on get started, it will give you a page which will be like your my computer. It'll show like slash index, and below that you can save your files. And the same way in .html format you can save your files. After saving that, you can save the database inside this web page, and if you click on save database, it will give you a button with a link. So that button, if you click on that button, it will go to the web page which you created at the back. So your web page, we typed example, right? But when you give a web page, it should be dot index.html. It will search for this web page. This hosting website will search for index.html as a basic page, and if it is found, it will just navigate to index.html, and it will show you the web page inside your computer with the link which this website gives you. Okay. Anyone with any other doubts? Thank you for your doubt, Mister. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone with any other doubts? Mr. Murali, Shiva, Kavinesh, no doubts. Anyone? No, sir. Thank you, Mr. Kavinesh. Okay, it's been an hour. So, anyone with any other doubts or any other clarifications, or I want the specific topic, do you prefer that? Anyone could give a suggestion for me? So that's all from the basics. So if you want it more theoretical, tomorrow will be 50% theoretical and 50% practical. Where, as you see, I have a page which is coded by me, and you can explore the page and you can have some doubts. So how did you use the attributes? What are the attributes? Okay, for tomorrow. We did not have an introduction session, I think so. So anyone want to introduce yourselves? So or let me start. Anyone wants me to start, or anyone wants to introduce yourselves? I had a girl and a gentleman who had their voices inside that. I appreciate you for that. If you sound, you'll be audible to many people. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the session.